Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another review. This time it's a comparison video. It's been a while since I've done a comparison video. In fact, after today's video, I'm going to create a new playlist and it'll have all the comparison videos I've done in the past. And I've done quite a few. This one is a significant one. Why? Because of many factors. But the one factor, most important factor is there's a heated debate on online fragrance groups about these two fragrances. Some people really enjoy Heritage. Some people think that Roja's Danger is a far nicer, far better fragrance. This, that and the other, and people get very emotional on both sides. I want to do a dispassionate comparison video for the benefit of everybody. So let's start. I've already done a full review of the Heritage EDP Guerlain. You can check it out. I'll leave a link at the end of this video. So I'll put more emphasis on the Roja on this video and then give you the differences. So Roja released Danger in 2011, right? So they always release fragrances in EDP formulation and Parfum. What they've done is the EDP has been discontinued and replaced with Parfum Cologne or something like that. Parfum Cologne, the new snazzy bottles. Now, unfortunately, I haven't had the chance to sample the Parfum Cologne. It's recently come out, last year, 4 of them. Plus, obviously, there's one Elysium, which is amazing. I've reviewed that one. But what they've done is they've discontinued the EDP, kept the Parfum, and then brought in the snazzy bottle. So I'm talking about the one which is the Parfum, one with the black sapphires on the cap. So this is the one, and I will compare it to Heritage as well. Absolutely 5-star opening. What a beautiful opening. It's just amazing. So I'll show you the Heritages I own. So I have reviewed this one. It is the EDP. I also own the 1990s vintage EDT, which is one of the most amazing fragrances I've smelt in my life. I really rate Heritage very highly. So the opening is nothing short of spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. So the Roja opens with a very natural is the word, natural smelling lavender, lime or lemon, bergamot. Absolutely stunning bergamot, just amazing. And lavender and a little bit of herbs like tarragon, French tarragon, the kind of tarragon you use in your kitchen, which I adore. I mean, I love my trouts, and you know, tarragon inside a trout, you know, fillet trout is just amazing. That's the kind of tarragon I smell. A very nice sprightly lavender and a lot of fizziness. It's very herbal. It's very real. It's really high quality, and it smells nothing like Heritage, the opening of Heritage, because Heritage has a very tincture-like smell. So the opening of Roja is very different, although it is reminiscent of Heritage, because both these fragrances are classified as woody spicy, but they have this barbershop fragrance or scent in their heart. It's essentially a barbershop scent which has been sort of obfuscated with a lot of other notes and turned into a very complex fragrance. Now I'll give you an idea. Heritage has 26 notes. Danger has 22 notes, 11 in common. These are the notes in common. Patchouli, sandalwood. In terms, why I've listed patchouli first, although it's in the base, is this is the most prominent note in both the fragrances. Patchouli, sandalwood, oak moss, lavender. There's no oak moss in Danger, I believe. Seed, no, there is. That's why I'm counting them. Sorry, silly me. So start again. Patchouli, sandalwood, oak moss, lavender, cedar, musk, bergamot, lemon, violet flower, lily of the valley, and cyclamen. These are the 11 notes which are in common. There are 26 in Heritage, there are 22 in Danger. That's another reason we're doing this comparison video. Almost 50% notes are common. The fragrance remains like this, and it's like walking through an olive orchard. I thought of olive orchard because it has this olive-like smell. You know, if you've been to Italy, especially Tuscany, or even if you've been to sort of other areas of the world where they serve you continental breakfast, it's just amazing how this reminded me of waking up in the morning in fresh alpine country and just having a wonderful breakfast with olives, bread, and kind of stuff you would expect. This is very lemony, so there could be lemonade as well in the breakfast. I don't know. It's just very lemony, very herbal, just bright and beautiful. It's really fantastic. The opening is amazing. When the dry down happens to sort of start, if you like, after 35 minutes, then that is when the spicy and the woody elements come to the fore. So there is a healthy dose of cumin, but I don't get the cumin in this cold weather, but I was getting it in summer when I tested it first. Healthy dose of cumin. And along with cumin, as I said, tarragon is there. And what brings the fragrance even more to the spicy realm is a cedar. I was expecting the fragrance had either pine or cypress. I couldn't find them. But it smells as if cypress or pine has been used. It's not mentioned in the notes breakdown, along with the notes I mentioned. And then, when the fragrance really starts to dry down after an hour, there's this strange sweetness which is quite foreign. And that sweetness comes from tonka. Tonka is in the base, and you get the tonka-like feature. Now, towards the dry down, this fragrance goes closer to Heritage, at least to Heritage EDP. Heritage EDP has this beautiful combination of patchouli combined with a fantastic creamy sandalwood and amber. So it's very nice, slightly sweet, creamy amber patchouli sandalwood. That's what you get here. But there's no amber. What they've used here is ambergris. And that ambergris is the highest quality of ambergris you will smell. The quality of materials used is just phenomenal, guys. Just amazing. The only difference I see from Heritage is very smoky and resinous. This one isn't smoky. It's very arid, dry. But again, the Heritage EDT uses a lot of aldehydes. Those aldehydes are absent here. Aldehydes and oak moss make a fragrance 70s-like or 90s-like in this case. There's no 90s-like feeling. There's no vintage feeling here. But what you get is a very, very fine ambergris. And that ambergris has been combined beautifully with lavender, patchouli, sandalwood, cedar, tarragon, cumin, and very, very nice, excellent Lily of the Valley. Lily of the Valley is one of Roja's favorite notes. And that Lily of the Valley is very apparent here. That Lily of the Valley is what makes the fragrance smell a bit like classic French perfumery. So this is the composition of the fragrance. Now the similarities and differences. See, Roja makes no secret of the fact that he's heavily inspired by Guerlain. Why? Because he started his internship in Guerlain when he was a young man. So he makes no secret of the fact. And this is heavily inspired by Heritage. Heavily. But he has made some real tweaks, as I mentioned in the detailed description of the scent. So those tweaks make this fragrance a little bit different, or quite a bit different. But in the core, there is Heritage. You can't run away from the fact. Now, let's talk about the prices. See, the thing is, the Heritage EDP is about 60-65, yeah? The EDT vintage, very expensive, about 150. And if you can get a bottle of the vintage, Heritage, do get it, because this is absolutely fantastic fragrance. You'd really enjoy if you like classical fragrances. Heavy on the aldehydes though. EDT is very fine, and it's quite different to the Roja. The EDP, if you're on a budget, you can't get better than this. This is one of the most amazing fragrances you can buy if you're on a budget. Absolutely stunning. It's niche quality through and through. I've done a full review, you can check it out. So the prices, right? The Roja Parfum comes at 50 ml, 350. Very steep. The Parfum Cologne, whatever it's called, the new ones, they are at 220 at 100 ml. Still significantly higher. So there is no comparison when it comes to price. As I said, the current EDT, you'll get it for about 50 bucks, 50 for 100 ml. This one, EDP, you'll get it for about 60, 65. I'll put a link in the description, you can check it out. Now, if you do a price by comparison, it's a no-brainer. You'll go for Heritage every single time. But if you want to really explore what Roja has done on top of that Heritage, that is when you probably will spend the money. He's done quite a bit. I mean, this is significantly improved, if you like, and enhanced. Not improved, but enhanced. significantly enhanced. There's this facets which are just amazing, as I mentioned in the detailed breakdown. Now, another thing is, see, the Heritage DNA is a bit classy DNA, classical DNA. So it suits a 35-year-old. The same is true for Danger, I think. In spite of smelling very modern, it's very serious scent. It's got this very serious attitude. It's spicy and it's woody and it's quite full on. So I don't think a 20-year-old guy can pull this off, or even a 25-year-old guy. He won't be able to pull this off. You have to be a 35-year-old guy, and if you happen to be a member of a boardroom, this is what you should be wearing to work, I tell you. You will stamp your authority on everyone. It's just beautiful. It speaks volumes of a person's achievement. It's a high achiever's fragrance, with good gravity, solid gravitas. So those are the similarities and differences, if you like. The difference is quite a bit. When you smell them side by side, it's quite a bit. When you smell one after the other, let's say you wear it today and you wear Heritage tomorrow, you'll say, yeah, I'm reminded of Heritage, or I'm reminded of Danger. So that's the kind of thing. In the air, if you smell it of someone, it will be difficult for you to tell whether you're smelling Danger or Heritage. That's the thing. They share the same DNA, or Danger shares the same DNA as Heritage. So it's a very difficult one. For me, final verdict, for me. Now, if I have money, which I do, I would have easily gone for Danger if I had not smelled Heritage. It's very easy for me. I absolutely adore this. I am still to review this, right? Since I have this, I'll go for a decant. If I hadn't smelled this, if I hadn't smelled the EDP, if I didn't use it for such a long time, I mean, I have used Heritage EDP for a very long time, and I adore this fragrance. If I didn't have these two, I can easily go for Danger, easily. Since I have these two, for me, it's a decant, because I know that if I smell 350, I want something unique, something that I have not smelled before. And I'm not going to get that in the Parfum version. I haven't smelled the Parfum Cologne version, so I can't really comment on that one. But that's my conclusion. Hope you find this useful, fellas. Take care. Bye-bye.